Hello, boys and girls. It's your old buddy George here, coming to you with a special show to help you guys who are getting started out in the hobby. Now, one of the questions that I've seen pop up in the chats quite often is where do I buy my statues, or where should I go buy statues? So that's what I'm going to try to tackle in this video, and I'm going to try to organize it in a way that'll be helpful for you guys to, fish through it and, consume it. So if this is your first time on the channel, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can stay up to date on all of our content. And if you are one of the viewers that like to just jump to the section in the video that interests you the most, I'm going to leave timestamps in the description below in the particular genres. So like if you're looking for anime statues, you could just go right to that part of the video and you can see what statue companies you can go to for those type of statues, for example. All right, let's get started. So first up, if you're looking for statues from a wide range of companies all in one place, you should check out these companies. That's Collector Zone, Speculative Fiction, Big Bad Toy Store, and Secret Compass. Now, they all have different, things that make them better than the other, and, it's really your preference about where you want to go. But the company that I use the most is Collector Zone. And the reason why I use Collector Zone is because they have a really nice selection of statues. For one, they offer their pricing with shipping included, which I like, no taxes, which I like as well. And the best thing is that they offer a discount to me and to the fans of the MCE channel. If you use the code MCE, you can get a discount on your purchase, and you also get points added to your account. So that's a good thing about them. Speculative Fiction is a great place if you're looking for these pieces that are really difficult to get into the United States, like XM Studios. So that's a really good place to go to if that's the type of statue that you're trying to get. Big Bad Toy Store is also a really good place to go to. They have a wide selection of collectibles from all kinds of companies. What's cool about them is they offer $4 flat rate shipping on these bigger pieces like this. So if you're getting a big statue, that may be a place for you guys to check out. And then finally, there's Secret Compass. Now, Secret Compass is really good. It's because they have the largest variety of statues of all of the companies, in my opinion. And so they're a really good place to check out. Also, the owner is really cool. So definitely check those guys out. Now, if you guys have been watching my channel for a long time, you also know that at the MCE store, we do sell statues as well. Why am I not pushing my own store? I'm not a salesman. And, Seth and I don't view ourselves as salespeople. We are entertainers. We like doing the YouTube videos and entertaining you guys. I'm not going to sit here and try to push my product at you. And I feel that it's kind of counteracts me giving you an honest opinion about something if I'm trying to sell you something. So that's the reason why I'm not really pushing the store. But if you're looking for hard to find pieces that come into the United States, like XM Studios, or HMO Collectibles or something like that, you can hit me up and I will try my best to try to find it for you at the best price that I can find it for you. So all right, so when I got started in this hobby, the first introduction to a lot of these statues was watching videos from like Cartel from Hell or Maddox Collector. So these are pieces that that are not available at Sideshow anymore or any of these other stores. So you have to try to find them in other areas. Now, if you guys are if you guys are hunting for older pieces like that, your best options are eBay, Mercari, or you could try the Facebook buy sell trade groups. We have a buy sell trade group that is about 5,500 deep right now. Also, Statue Collectors is a really good one. They have like 10,000 plus people in there, all selling statues and other kinds of collectibles. So if you're looking for hard to find pieces like that, sometimes those are your best options. Now, I do like the buy sell trade groups is because it gives you the ability to do background checks on the seller, and the seller can do a background check on the buyer, so you know who you're selling to, who you're buying from. That makes it a little bit more comfortable. The only thing that I can suggest to you guys, I can't stress this enough, is that when you do make a purchase, make sure that you use the pay for as goods and do not pay anyone as a friend, because it just opens up a whole other can of worms that you don't want to get into. So if you're looking for older pieces, buy sell trade group is probably your best option. eBay, Mercari. Mercari is really good too. So those are your best bets. All right, now it's time for the meat and potatoes of this video. This is the part that's probably going to take me the longest to get through. It's because there are actually a lot of statue companies out there, a lot more than when I got started in the hobby. So here we go. First up, let's get into the genre of Marvel and DC statues, comic book statues in general. This is probably the bulk of most collectors. Most people are actually looking for this kind of stuff. So if you're looking for this kind of statue, I got a list over here I'm going to have to read to you. Here is your options. You have XM Studios, Iron Studios, Prime One Studio, Sideshow, Kotobukiya, Tweeterhead, Diamond Select, Gentle Giant, Royal Selangor, Queen Studios, and Infinity Studios. And even PCS Collectibles, if you want to throw them in there too, is because they dabble in it a little bit. But those are all of the companies available to you to buy Marvel, DC, and comic statues in general. Now, if you're looking specifically for the quarter scale statue in you know that type of statue, which is what most collectors are really into, the quarter scale statue, your main options and go-to is XM Studios and Sideshow Collectibles. So they offer very upper level statues, especially XM Studios, high level detail, but they come at a very high price. Sideshow Collectibles also offers really good statues at a much more affordable price, especially for us here in the United States. So those are your go-to options. Also, if you're really into like the mixed media type of statue where you want to have like a fabric cape or you want some fabric in your piece, then you know the premium format line that Sideshow offers is your best bet. All right, next on that list is Prime One Studio. Now, Prime One Studio is got the corner in 1/3 scale statues. These are extremely high-level detailed statues. I can't really stress that enough. They make the most fantastic pieces out there. I like them better than any other company as far as detail goes. Now, they are huge pieces. That's the downside to buying a Prime One Studios piece. 1/3 scale statues can take up a large amount of your space very, very quickly, especially if you're buying a bunch of them. They offer mostly DC statues. I haven't seen hardly any of the Marvel statues come out of Prime One Studios, aside from a Spider-Man and a Venom statue, and I think an Anti-Venom statue, but they haven't really dabbled much more into the Marvel line. All right, next up is Iron Studios. Now, Iron Studios has some quarter scale statues, but they're really known for their 1/10 scale battle dioramas. Now, the battle dioramas are really cool. It's because they have like proximity bases, and you can buy several of them, put them all together, and you can create this really awesome scene. So if you're looking for really cool pieces and, you know, small and that can fit in your collection, you can get a lot of them, Iron Studios is your best bet. Now, Tweeterhead breaks in there with their 1/6 scale statues. They do mostly DC statues. I've never seen anything else really come from Tweeterhead. If you're looking for comic accurate pieces, you know, good scale size with nice detail, Tweeterhead is a really good option. Kotobukiya also comes in at 1/6 scale statues and under. Now, most of their statues are vinyl statues, so it's not something that I really get into that much, but I really do like their fine art series. Those statues are premium. They look really cool. Also 1/6 scale size, so you can easily fit multiple of them in your collection. Now, Diamond Select and Gentle Giant have teamed up, so they're actually one company now, but both of them offer very entry-level statues. Lots of vinyl statues come from Diamond Select. Got a lot of nice detail, but these are pieces that you can get for under $100. So if you're just getting into the hobby, you don't have that much money to spend on this kind of thing, or you're just limited on space, Diamond Select is a great option. And then Gentle Giant is also really cool because they make these ceramic polystone small statues that are cute, they're fun. They also have these mini busts that they create, and then they have these 1/8 scale statues that look really good as well. So they're a really nice option if you're looking for a little bit higher level piece, but that doesn't take up too much space. All right, and then you have Royal Selangor. So if you're into metal statues, they make silver, pewter, and gold pieces. If you're into these type of figures, they are very expensive, but they do have a lot of nice detail in this little small statue, and it's got that metal look to it, which looks really nice. I like their Thanos piece in particular that they came out with. It's like all silver, and then you have this gold gauntlet, and it just pops. Really awesome looking piece. All right, and then lastly in this line, you have Queen Studios and Infinity Studios. Now, these guys make life-size busts, and wow. I mean, they have the most detail I've ever seen in anything. They look just like the characters from either the comics or movies or whatever it is that they do. It's just really fantastic work. Now, they come at a huge price tag. When you look at the price tag on these pieces, you're going to get sticker shock. But, man, do they look good. All right, let's talk about movie and TV collectibles. Now, you ready for the list? Here we go. All right, so you got Chronicle Collectibles, you got Cinemaquette, Weta Collectibles, Sideshow, XM Studios, Prime One Studio, Kotobukiya, Diamond Select, Gentle Giant, Royal Selangor, Queen Studios, Infinity Studios, PCS Collectibles, and Tweeterhead. Now, since I've talked about all of the others already pretty much, let's get into Chronicle Collectibles. So Chronicle Collectibles does some very high-level movie pieces. They look really good. I've only seen these at the conventions. I've never actually owned the final product in hand, so I can't tell you what the final product looks like, at first personal experience. But what I've seen at the conventions, they look really good. Now, they really focus mostly on Terminator and a lot of Jurassic Park. They get a lot of Jurassic Park pieces, but I have seen them do other things like RoboCop. I've also seen them do a little bit of Conan. Now, Cinemaquette, here's another company that I've only seen at the cons. I've never actually owned a piece in hand. These guys focus mostly on horror movies. So if you're into the horror line, Cinemaquette is your best option for this. Such high-level detail, and they really pay really good homage to the characters from these movies. So if you're looking for like Freddy Krueger, Jason, the clown from It, why can't I even think of the name right now? Pennywise. If you're looking for something like that, wow, check those guys out. You'll not be disappointed in what you see at this company. Now, if you're looking for all things Lord of the Rings, Weta Collectibles is your best option. Now, they do a really awesome job in honoring that movie. They do really great work for the Lord of the Rings characters. They do have some other movie characters that they've touched, but mostly I've seen their Lord of the Rings at the conventions. Again, I've never owned one of these pieces, but the guys that I've spoke to that have bought them, they all can attest that they love what they get. So Weta Collectibles is a great option for Lord of the Rings. Also, going back to the horror line, if you're into the horror genre, Sideshow also does make a very good line of quarter scale options. So if you don't want to go for those big price tags that Cinemaquette's going to have for those huge pieces, you can always check out Sideshow. Now, Prime One Studios has also made an entry into the movie arena, and man, did they come in big. So if you're looking for statues from like Terminator, Evil Dead, Lord of the Rings, Jurassic Park, the Transformers, Prime One Studios has some very high-level options for you guys to check out. They also come with a pretty hefty price tag, but really nice detail and amazing-looking statues. Now, for me, a Star Wars guy, if you're into Star Wars statues like I am, your only options really are Sideshow and XM Studios for the big-scale pieces. You can actually also go to Gentle Giant and Kotobukiya for some of the smaller level pieces, and I heard Iron Studios is actually getting into the foray as well. So if you're into that particular genre, those are your best options. Royal Selengar also offers a metal line of their Star Wars figures, so you can also check those out as well. Now, if you're a Marvel DC movie guy, that's what you want to collect, the Marvel and DC movie pieces. Your options are Sideshow, Prime One Studios, Queen Studios, and Infinity Studios. They all make very high-level pieces for the movie characters. In my particular opinion, though, my favorites are the Prime One Studios. They have a really good detail for the DC characters. So if you're into the DC movies, that's really your best option. The Marvel movie pieces, Sideshow's made, and even Iron Studios. So Iron Studios can actually jump in there as well. Iron Studios has made some very awesome Marvel movie pieces. So if you want to get like a really great Captain America statue, Iron Studios is a really great option for you. Sideshow also has some good stuff, but I don't really like their movie pieces as much. So that's my opinion on those. For the bust though, Queen Studios and Infinity Studios have freaking tackled that whole area. They came out just recently. They not only took it over, but I mean, I don't think there's any way that anybody else can compete with these guys. I mean, it's just, they look just like the characters from the movie. So if you're into that kind of thing, check those companies out. Now, if you're talking about TV shows, particularly, especially 80s TV cartoons, Tweeterhead, PCS Collectibles, and XM Studios have been dabbling in G.I. Joe, Masters of the Universe, Thundercats, and Transformers. And man, they have been making big waves in those areas. Especially if you take a look at the XM Studios Transformers line, my God, those things look amazing. Really awesome looking pieces. I wish I could own one of those Optimus Prime statues, but they're just so freaking big. But, I'm really liking what I'm also seeing from Tweeterhead and their Masters of the Universe line. They're really making some good items there. Sideshow also did, and I think they started the Masters of the Universe line that Tweeterhead took over. So if you're wanting to catch up on some of those characters, you might want to go check out eBay and Macari and try to find, He-Man and Skeletor and all those other guys. So definitely check those companies out. All right, and if you're into anime statues, the list is a little bit short, but it packs a lot of punch. Anyway, so here's the list. So you got Figurama Collectors, Prime One Studios, Oniri Creations, Connecticut's, Sume Art, and First for Figures. Now, for me, the top of the heap there is Figurama Collectors. Figurama Collectors makes some seriously awesome, very high detailed dioramas. And I think when it comes to anime, the thing that really strikes at me the most is always the fighting. You know, the stories are really great. I think the stories are cool, but the animation and the fighting that goes on in there, I think, is really what I love to see about anime. So definitely check that place out. If you're into Dragon Ball Z in particular, Sume Art is your best option there. They make some really great looking Dragon Ball statues. If you're into some other genres that don't really get, you know, pushed by the bigger companies, you have Oniri Creations and you got First for Figures. They've tackled options like Full Metal Alchemist and Death Note. So those are actually pieces that you don't see these other companies make, and I think those came out really great. So definitely check them out. Now, Prime One Studio seems to be in every genre on my list. They've gotten into the anime line also, and they've done a lot of different anime, but they've stuck with Berserk, and their Berserk line is fantastic. Again, just like with all of the other statues that they make, very high level detail, very big statues. All right, and then lastly, you got Connecticut's. So Connecticut's has announced that they're doing their Attack on Titan line. And I've seen Attack on Titan from Figurama Collectors as well, which looks amazing. It's a huge piece. Connecticut's is showing off their prototype at the last convention that I saw them at in Japan, which I think looked really good. Interested to see what that's going to look like once it finally gets completed. So just letting you guys know that that's coming out. If you guys want to get in on it, definitely check out Connecticut's. All right, video game statues. If you're a gamer like me, then you can appreciate the art that has gone into the games of recent and even the games of old. So these companies right here pay homage to those type of genre of statues, the gaming statues. And here we go. You got HMO Collectibles. You got First for Figures. You got Gaming Heads. Prime One Studio, again. Connecticut's, PCS Collectibles, and Pure Arts. So let's start off with my favorite, HMO Collectibles. Now, HMO Collectibles, I love them not just because they make statues of games that I like, but the whole package that they offer when it comes to their statues, it makes the unboxing experience a whole lot of fun. So, I mean, they offer really high-level detailed statues, usually at a premium price, but not too premium. So you're looking at around $600 to $700, sometimes a little bit under. What I do like about it most is that their edition sizes are super small. You know, so when you got that kind of price tag and you have a small edition size, it kind of makes it worth it, in my opinion. And then also the packaging on it, phenomenal. All right, next on my list is Pure Arts. Now, Pure Arts has done statues for a few of the video game companies. They did a Watch Dogs 2 statue that I got to review. But what I love most about these guys is their Assassin's Creed line. Now, I have not seen any other Assassin's Creed statue that comes even close to what these guys have done with the Assassin's Creed line. And I wish that they would dabble into some other games and make other quarter-scale statues, because that line right there, if you're into Assassin's Creed, you're not going to find anything better than Pure Arts. All right, then we have First for Figures. Now, First for Figures offers statues from genres like Sonic the Hedgehog, Zelda, Super Mario Brothers, and Metroid. So these are the classic games. And if you're a classic gamer, you got to check these guys out. They look amazing. I mean, it's really cool to see some of the things that they came out with, like their Sonic the Hedgehog statue. I think would look phenomenal. You know, it had captured all of the detail of Sonic, and then they had little things that they threw in there, like the spinning sign, you know, when he runs past the sign and everything. So they really think about the gamer and what the gamers enjoyed, you know, and then try to capture that into a statue, which I like. So check out First for Figures for those type of statues. All right, and then you have Gaming Heads. Now, I've never actually owned a Gaming Head statue, but I have known a lot of people that do own them, and they all like them. So I could say that they've got to be pretty good because they enjoy them. What I like most about Gaming Heads, though, is that they make statues for genres of games that the other guys aren't doing. So, you know, you have Soul Reaver, you have God of War that came from them, Mass Effect. You know, these are all games that I really, really liked playing. So, I mean, I should own some of these, especially the Soul Reaver statue at least, you know. Got to get off my head and do that shit. But yeah, check out Gaming Heads. All right, and then Connecticut's. Now, here's where I feel Connecticut's really shines in the statue genre, is their gaming statues. They've done gaming statues for Street Fighter and for SNK. And what I like about them is they capture the actual essence of a fighting game, the fighting, you know, rather than just having the character standing there and, I'm not really... How are you going to have a fighting game and have the character just standing there in a museum pose? It's not what they're known for, right? So one other thing that makes the Connecticut's company unique is that they have these statues sold separately, but they have proximity bases and sometimes bases that connect so that you can have these characters And then when you buy the two companion characters, you can actually create a fighting scene for them together. You know, like the Battle of the Brothers that I just did. So really awesome pieces. Got to check out Connecticut's. Now, if you're into the 1/4 scale statue version of the Street Fighter and the Mortal Kombat's line, then you have PCS Collectibles is an option for you. I haven't seen much more from them for Mortal Kombat as of recent. I know that they did some prototypes some years, maybe like a year or so back, maybe a year or two back now. But I haven't seen anything recently come out from them for Mortal Kombat. And same thing with Street Fighter. So gotta just keep on waiting and see if they do come out. But they do look really good as well. So definitely, if you're into the 1/4 scale line, check out PCS Collectibles. All right, and lastly but finally, Prime 1 Studios. So yeah, Prime 1 Studios is in every genre. So anyway, Prime 1 Studios entered into the video game realm with their Street Fighter line. You got Horizon Zero Dawn and God of War. And man, did they kick ass with those pieces. Those things are fantastic. Huge pieces though. So like when you try to collect them all, it's just going to take up a serious amount of space. But my God, you're not going to find a better looking detailed statue than those pieces. So if you haven't already done so, head over to Prime 1 Studios and check out those ones. All right, and then lastly, if you're the type of collector that's into original style art, so that means that you don't want to collect Marvel or DC or movies, you just want something that is sci-fi-ish or horror-ish, you know, that looks really awesome, and you want to have that in your collection, something unique that people come in and they just, you know, gravitate to. These companies make something for you. So you have Sideshow Collectibles, you have HMO Collectibles, and then you have House of GOG. So Sideshow Collectibles has made their entry with their Court of the Dead line. Now the Court of the Dead line is like a horror genre. It's their unique and original version or original storyline of these type of characters. They make some really cool, very colorful looking characters. I really like their whole the whole character that they exude. You know, their personalities that get exuded in these pieces. They do a great job on this line. They also have a companion game, a comic book, everything to flesh out the background story, which I think is really good. So very awesome stuff. If you're into horror, check out the Court of the Dead line from Sideshow. Now, HMO Collectibles has made their entry with Bounties of Bathos. Bounties of Bathos is like a Star Wars kind of opera. It's sci-fi-ish. It's got these android-looking characters, you know, that there's humans that are inside of these, you know, mech machines that look, you know, very detailed and engineered very well. They look awesome. They also have a companion book that was released at a convention a few years back, and there's a website dedicated to the whole backstory. So if you're into that kind of thing, check out Bounties of Bathos from HMO Collectibles. Now, lastly, House of GOG. House of GOG just made their entry with these pieces this past year. This is their unique line of artist series pieces from the art of Pascal Blanchet. So I really like these two. I actually have both of them in my collection. To me, they remind me of a whole Ralph McQuarrie type of vibe with a little bit of heavy metal in there. So that's what I like about them the most. They fit in with my Star Wars stuff, but they're not necessarily Star Wars characters. So very awesome line. Check out House of GOG if you're into that kind of thing. All right, and the final statue company that I'm going to talk about here, and they're really in a category all of their own, is Level 52 Studios. So Level 52 Studios, the reason why I'm saying that they're in a category of their own is that I really don't know what to put them in with all of the other ones. They make a lot of different things. They do have a gaming statue. They're doing Borderlands, you know, that's going to be coming out soon. And they also do the Frank Frazetta line, which I like a lot. And that's based on Frank Frazetta's art. So they kind of in the unique category, I guess I would say. All right, so woo! That's it. I'm finally done. That was a long list. I feel like I need some water. Let me get some water, actually. If there's any company that I missed that you like to buy from, please feel free to let us know in the comments. We're always interested in seeing new companies that we can get some pieces from, or at least appreciate the art from. So just let us know in the comments if I missed any. And to the companies, if I missed you guys on the list, I'm sorry. There's a lot of you guys now. So anyway. That's it. That's my list. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful for you guys. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Until next time, keep it marvelous.